So you got a lot of the Somali leaders. I believe you had President Mohammed went ahead and got everybody together in Somalia because they have a presidential election crisis coming up. So presidential election crisis today, February 3rd, 2021, Wednesday. February 8th is 5 days from now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Monday, which, why do we have elections on weekdays? On Monday is when the elections for Somalia's president and a whole bunch of other ones were supposed to happen, but it seems like some of these experts are saying that it's not going to happen. You had President Mohammed come up there and try to get everybody together, and so they got to come up with something right now. And so the big problem is the way that Somalia runs their elections. They have a Somali Electoral College. It's the Congress, the 275 parliamentarians, which is like the House of Representatives, and the 54 senators get together and they choose the president. 275 parliamentarians, 54 senators, and the way the senators and the parliamentarians are elected is the state legislatures pick the senators, and then the parliamentarians are chosen by some electoral delegates, 28,000 electoral delegates, which are nominated by clan leaders. Well, that hasn't happened. You haven't had the 28 electoral delegates nominated by the clan leaders. You hadn't had them vote for the new parliamentarian members. You also didn't get the state legislatures to pick the brand new senators. So all you have are all the old parliamentarians, all the old senators. You don't have a new Congress, and so therefore it's being said that you cannot have an election in Somalia. I think that's bullshit. The show must go on. People have been organizing this for quite some time. Elections are important. And so we need to have this elections for Somalia, for the Somalian people. Now, we have had 2012 and 2016 elections were extended without incident. So the deadlines for 2012, 2016, they were extended without anything happening. And so therefore, we probably can maybe, assume that extending 2020 elections, that would give you more time. But you got to have them. You got to hold them. Because it could turn into Haiti. You don't have the elections, and then you got President Mohammed just ruling Somalia by decree, by executive order, by dictatorship. And you got to vote that bastard out, so you need to have elections. Somalia, you need to get a brand new president in there. President Mohammed's done his 4 years. Now you need a brand new one. How about that Omar Fiki? Get that Omar Fiki in there, or that Ali Care. Ali Care or Omar Fiki, doesn't fucking matter. Any of these would be better than that damn Mohammed. I mean, 5 days out and we don't even have proper elections? That's a terrible president. What kind of president is this? So the solution to Somali's electoral problems is very simple. I think it's very simple. The president, Mohammed, has failed, and so you need to put it in the hands of the African Union. You need to let Africa run Africa's elections. Why does everybody let Africa run Africa's elections? And so the African Union, also known as AMISOM, put the African Union in charge of all the polling places. They put a bunch of polling places where a bunch of people are all throughout the country and make it universal suffrage. The solution to Somali's election problems is that it's not universal suffrage, meaning that not all Somalians get to vote. Make this a national election. Get every single person in Somalia to vote for who they want to vote for, and also leave a blank so they could write in a president. There might be a guy out there that the Somali people like better than the choices that have been put forth so far. So Somalia is in a very precarious situation. You got Kenya that's going in there, sending troops and shit. You got Ethiopia, all those Somali troops that got killed in Ethiopia. Al-Shabaab's been attacking people left and right the whole time. They got a part of, Jubaland? They're in the mountains in Jubaland. And Al-Shabaab is, saying that they're going to attack the poles. And so the Southern strategy, the Mississippi plan. So you had Reconstruction that happened in American history where black folks had the right to vote, became citizens, but that was way back in the 1870s and the 1860s. White America's still racist today, let alone, back in the 1860s and 1870s But black people have the right to vote, and the Constitution of South Carolina was actually written by the majority of the Constitutional Convention of South Carolina were black folks.